So it's a tricky one, that. But the ideal thing would be is that we've got a good chunk of money and he went abroad.
Yeah, I think I think if we do that, because listen, Liverpool fans are saying he wants to come to us, the big club. He's not happy in Newcastle because we're not relevant. But that will be proven, I think, if a big club is persuading Isak, like a Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Real Madrid. He would choose them over Liverpool. In my honest opinion, I may be wrong, but I think that there's no way that he would choose Liverpool over those teams. And I think, listen, I've gotten too many. I'm not being by the way, mean towards Liverpool or banter them for no reason. I listen. I think, in my opinion, they're the biggest club in England. Now we can argue Man United or whatever, but I think they have proven it with titles. But that's a discussion for another channel. RCM Football, by the way, subscribe to that one. We talk regular football on there. But I feel like we've done wrong. With the player, they didn't have to do that. And he's contracted. I don't think that people take that people don't care about contracts anymore, which is sad. But again, my example, if Isak broke his leg, which he's been hurt many times, if he broke his leg, we would have to pay him and honor his contract. We couldn't say, yeah, you're hurt, you can't play, so we can't pay you. So I feel like it's a players' football world nowadays, and it's a travesty, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah, it is, and the amount of power that players have now, it does make contracts kind of meaningless at times, and there is a part of us, and maybe in a different situation, I would be thinking, no, tell the player that that's his contract and that's that. No one forced you to sign this, so you've got to honor your contract.
Right.
I just think with the situation that we have now, where we actually need to sign players, and that the fact that we would get a massive fee for them makes me lean, towards the fact that we need to just act and not have that sort of attitude towards Isak. I mean, I think with these, I know that the chairman supposedly is came in, flew in, and he wants to speak to him and try and get this all sorted out. I mean, I've got a few things maybe to say in terms of, around the chairman flying in and doing that, because I think, coming in and knocking heads together could have been done a lot earlier than this.
Oh yeah,
the horse is bolted.
That's a good point. We got some breaking news, actually, ladies and gents. I know I've seen it in the chat, but I had to get it confirmed that, and I want to get your take on this. It looks like Romano is giving it a here we go. One of his favorite here we goes. Aaron Ramsdale to Newcastle. Here we go. Deal in place with Southampton for the goalkeeper. Buy option clause also included in the deal. Heavy loan fee and a salary covered by Newcastle, as David Ornstein is reporting, along with obviously corroborating Fabrizio Romano. Ramsdale will travel for medical later this week. So that is the breaking news of tonight's show. Smash the like button, please. Come on, help the channel grow. We got a lot of people watching at the moment. It is hot. The kitchen is hot, Tim. Ramsdale joining Newcastle United. What do you make of this? I mean, listen, fans, maybe it's just the timing, but I'm not sure fans are going to be parading outside St. James's Park about this one, are we?
I'm not a massive fan, personally, of Ramsdale, so he's not one I would have went for. I think the only thing I would say is, if we want to play out from the back at times, then it's obvious that Nick Pope isn't the keeper for that. So if we insist on playing and progressing our style of play, if we want to evolve a bit, I mean, there's no right or wrong in this. When I say evolve, it's just a preference as to how you want to play. Just because you're playing tiki-taka doesn't mean you are going in the right direction necessarily. But if Eddie Howe wants to try and introduce that sort of style a bit more, then Nick Pope isn't the keeper to do that. And perhaps, Ramsdale, he is better on the ball. But I mean, he has got potential, and he has shown a lot of promise at Arsenal at times. So I'm not saying he's been absolutely useless. He has had a lot of good games for Arsenal. He was widely regarded as a brilliant signing at one time, for Arsenal. So, Like, I understand that there is ability there.
Don't forget to smash the like button. It helps us a lot to keep growing. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, activate all notifications, that way you get notified every time we go live. And don't forget, you can become a member, get exclusive content, access to all of our live shows on demand at the time that you want. And also, of course, giveaways every month, sometimes multiple giveaways a month. So stay tuned for that. Check it out. Help support the channel. It's a small fee. And of course, you help us and grow. If you hate the Mackhams, smash that like button.
To say the bleeding races. When we got the wheel put on, away we went again. But them that had their noses broke, they came back our him. Some went to the dispensary, and some to Dr. Gibbs's, and some to the informer.